We are at Kolomoki Mounds in Blakely, Georgia. We're going to see what this place has to offer, if we can figure out this this map.
Mounds is...
Yeah, 8H. This is Office and Museum, which is right there. And E is supposed to be, I guess that may be that one there. I'm not sure. Well, we can figure out. We're going to walk out here and see this little thing. Building, whatever it is, and see what it is. We'll look on this sign. And, like they got a little seating area. Welcome to Kolomoki Mounds State Historic Site, one of the South's largest and earliest woodland period mound complexes. The Kolomoki settlement. Got Mound E. Okay, we are here. Okay, that's Mound F right straight in front of us. Yeah, that's Mound F right there straight in front of us.
A is way over here.
Yeah, we'll have a long way to walk out there. Okay, this is... But actually, I believe the museum itself is built on a mound. You can see it right there at the corner.
Yeah.
I don't know where. I couldn't find the museum part, though. We were right there in that area. So I don't know where it's at. I think it's on that end, but I never did really see it, so I don't know. But anyway. Okay, so it is actually that one. Mound E. Because that's the museum itself is. Okay, and then F across the road. But that looks like the rounded one. That don't look like the... So I'm wondering... where it's there somewhere. I guess we're gonna have to walk right up under to see it. This is the parking area, so we'll have to go back out here because we're right here. And F and G, I think that may be G. And if that's the case, then the F was coming in and I didn't see it. Well, we'll find it. I ain't worried. It's out here somewhere, so we'll find it. I don't know where, but
around the road or around.
Yeah, we'll walk from here out there, and then we'll go. Then we'll go for those 2 or 3, 2. Yeah, because the museum's on one, and then we'll go up the road to another parking area for the others. I think that may be one right yonder that's grown up, but I don't know for sure. Dwellings and lifestyle at Kolomoki. One of the questions archaeological study can answer is when. You know, the only problem I have with carbon dating is, what do they have to base that on? That is all. I have a question on that. What do they base that on? Earthworks mounds were a common feature of the Hopewell tradition, as was a particular pottery. This is where they excavated it in 2001. Had a fire pit. Some little things there. I don't know what they are. It was the Swift Creek culture and the Whedon cultures. The Whedon culture is probably the oldest. Okay, Swift Creek pottery. We saw some of that in the building. Okay, let's see what kind of thing they say they lived in. I knew they found areas where there's poles in the ground. They can always tell because I guess they rot away in the ground and the remains of their left.
Cement thing. They didn't have
Oh, no, But they're poles. They found a lot of them down in the ground where I guess, remains of the wood that was there, and they could tell. That I understand and believe, but, you know, some of the other stuff I just have a hard time with. I'm sorry, I just do. I think a lot of stuff is made up to try and make themselves look smart. I know I'm not the smartest pea on the vine, but I ain't stupid either. You know, they don't let you walk on some of the mounds, but yeah, they can build a building on top. I don't get that. Is that not destruction? What are these rocks? Is that rocks that came from here, or these rocks were removed during excavation of the mound? This mound, this one right here that it's sitting on. We can't even step on them in most places you go, but yet they can build a building on it. That don't make sense to me. I wish somebody explained that one. During the excavation of this mound, the Indians carried these several hundred yards away from a quarry. They give us an idea of how the mound was built. Let's look at how big these rocks are. It don't say we can't go over there, so I'm going to look. Hopefully if it don't take us too long to do this and we can get out of here. I've got a covered bridge I want to go to. We can go to Stone Fort tomorrow. That's totally the opposite direction, but some of these are pretty good size. They're not huge, they're not megalithic or anything. So it tells me this place might not be as old as they think, but it might be older. See how big it was? That's a pretty good size mound. That's a pretty good width on that mound. I just think of the destruction they did to that mound. Like when they did that, I get turned sick at my stomach. I am an archaeology buff. And okay, the Mound E, where the building is built, so that says this burial mound of the Weeden Island tribe was the first of the Kolomoki area to be scientifically excavated. Today, the Parks Museum is built into the mound, just like the archaeologists left it. 4 people were buried in this mound, along with 54 pottery items to be used in the so-called afterlife. Yeah, that sounds like Egypt to me. Huh? Radiocarbon dating in 1956 put the building around 170 BC. And accuracy is within 300 years. Okay, this is, we're going across the road to, I guess G. Yeah, this is G. It's got to be. It's supposed to be an F, and I'd like to know where it's at. Invisible F. What'd you say, Reba?
I was just talking to myself.
Oh, yeah, I do that too.
I was it might tell you how where to go.
It can't be far away. It should be near G. I mean, it should be just right here, and I don't see another one. I don't see another one. Because E is right. It should be straight in front of the museum, but a little that way. I don't see it. Maybe it's invisible. It is invisible. Wow, I've never gone to an invisible mound. That is so cool.
I didn't find no clue about it.
Maybe this one's F, another one's G. We'll figure it out eventually. I will take a picture of this mound, F or G. Take your choice, whichever one you want to call it. This, yeah, I'm not reading, but they should put what it is, which one it is on it. It would be kind of helpful. That little, because it shows it on here as being a pretty good sized mound somewhere on here. Oh well, I don't know. I saw it. Maybe I saw it inside. I don't know. I'm not seeing it here though. Mound F. This mound is 60 feet long, 50 feet wide, and 6 feet high. It must be this one. This has got to be F.
6 foot high, I'm 5 foot.
Yeah, but they're going straight down through with a probe to that, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it says 6 feet high with an oval shape. Inside is a square, white clay platform, 30 feet wide. Artifacts consist solely of a handful of sherds, pottery sherds, most from the Weeden Island period. So I'm supposing if this is F, then G's got to be right yonder, that little bitty one, because it is smaller, I think, by looking at it. Well, they made it look a lot bigger on the pictures. This one. Of course, we ain't got the temple mound yet. Yeah, this mound here is a real small mound. But the Mercier, I guess that's what it's pronounced, Mercier or Mercier family was buried here, or some of them, on this mound. I'm supposing it was probably, I don't know if it was a burial mound or not. It is now. Whether it was when the Indians built it or not, I don't know, but it is now, for sure.
This house is like a Amish house.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I like it. Something's dead though, because the buzzards are circling. The Bible tells us where the carcass is, that's where the buzzard is going to be circling. So something must be dead over there. 1837 to 1892. There's pretty old graves, and there's a grave there. Well, probably a child. I think there's some children die. There's a small one, like a child's. And that was 1839, 1860. That was during the war, Civil War. And then that's a child, I believe, in it. And that's an adult. And this was typical of the graves during that time because 1848. 1805. Those were my great-grandparents are buried. It's a piece of slab with a rocks around it.
It was 43 when she died.
That's sad. A lot of people didn't, when they had children and stuff like that. I mean, not that, I don't know if that's why she died, but sometimes they would die in childbirth. At 43 years, I doubt that's the reason. But back again, they'd have them up to 40-something years old, so who knows? This is the first mounds I've been to that they didn't make clear what the mounds were. Everyone, I think that's H, Mound H right out yonder. But that looks like the Temple Mound, and it's in the wrong spot if that's the case. Because it's supposed to be the largest one, and it's large. So I'm thinking, where is Mound? See if that's A. What is this one? And where's D? See if that's H. This has got to be Mound E right here. But there's supposed to be a C right beside it. A is supposed to be further. Maybe there's one we just can't see yet. I'm confused. But I'm pretty sure that's H right yonder. That could be C. Now the big one, that's the Temple Mound, that's A. I don't know. It's just not making sense. There's supposed to be another one back this side, but further out. And it may be. And I think they said something about this area in between here being the place where they had all their ceremonies and stuff. So this has to be D. It has to be. That or D's gone one. It says about D, that D, this was excavated and rebuilt to its original size of 20 feet high. Yeah, it's got to be this one. And nearly 100 feet in diameter. It's one of the largest and most elaborate constructed burial mounds in the southeastern U.S. They believe it was built to bury a leader, along with some sacrificed servants, trophy skulls, and wives. The remains of additional people whose bodies have been stored in the temple waiting burial were included in the mound. Now, how did they know that? If they didn't write, how would they know that? They're just guessing. They dated it to 30 A.D., this one. See, they tell you to keep off the mound, but they built a building on it. It don't make sense. It's not even logical. Like, we're going to hurt it climbing on the mound. That's crazy.
Shaving in.
It's probably the way it was built.
They had to come
But I'm still can't figure out D or C. See, C should be between that one and that way. And maybe it is in the woods somewhere, but I have no idea. It's not making sense. Okay, where is C? Archaeologists are unsure of Mound C's function, but it may have been made of sweepings from the plaza, which this is the plaza. We're in the plaza right now, the plaza area. See, and there's H right yonder. So if I'm standing right in front of H, then that's got to be D. There's no way around it. And there's a little one right yonder. That's B. That's got to be B right yonder. It'd help if they'd name the mounds instead of, if they can put a sign that says keep off the mound, they could put Mound A or Mound D or whatever it is on it. It'd help us a lot. Because I can't, because it does make sense, really. This is Mound A. It's got to be. I just don't know where Mound C is unless it's gone. But it wouldn't be showing it on here, you'd think, if it was gone. No, I'm not stupid. It's just the way this map's laid out. With no signage out here. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's beside that one. That's got to be B. So where's C? C is that way of that big mound. Maybe it's in the woods. B is supposed to be this side of A. And I don't think that little mound is. So what is Mound B here? A series of wooden posts were erected in this mound, possibly for games. So they probably dug that one out and found the post. That's why it's not very big now. Plus, it was probably with farming it, tore it down some. It don't say what the original height of it was. Still ain't found C though. Oh, I see a trail. It's out in the woods. That's where it's at. I guarantee you. See that right yonder? Mound B is so small. Probably not gonna walk over there to it. It's B is right there. That was H over there.
Is those steps up there?
Yep, that's steps.
Are we gonna climb them?
You don't have to. I am.
Oh my God.
I'm definitely gonna climb them. I ain't gonna come this far, just 5 hours and not go to the top. But you don't have to if you don't feel like it. That's fine. There's a shade right over there if you want to go sit down in the shade and wait on me.
Can I slide back down?
If you want to slide back down that, but you may have a thorny butt when you get to the bottom. If you don't think you can do it, you can go sit in the shade over there under that tree. I'll let you. Or go sit in the shade right yonder and wait on me so you won't have to backtrack so much. It's up to you. You might go sit up under the signs and get a little shade. I don't know. There's a bench right there, Reba. She said, yeah, but I don't want to walk over there and then have to walk back over here. Smart. I knew I had a smart sister-in-law there. I thought I did anyway. Hey, it's not like Bet Shean in Israel. It was 290 steps. Me and Missy and Diane thought we was gonna die before we got to the top. And it was in July. It was nearly 100 degrees. We thought we was gonna die. There's a lot of flies out here. Who is the Lord of the Flies? Beelzebub. Swift Creek, it talks about Swift Creek. It talks about mound building. It talks about Wheaton Island. It talks about hunting and fishing. And while I'm climbing, I'm going to talk about Mound A, Temple Mound. It was constructed, this one is a newer one, and it was constructed about 700 years ago. It's 56 feet high. It's about 325 feet long, 200 feet wide. They claim it took 2 million basket loads. Now we're talking about little woven baskets. And if you believe that, then you can believe it. Oh, we probably took that many, but I just don't believe they built this with little bitty not carved, but woven baskets. Anyway, it's believed this was their religious area center. But what about before this one was built? What did they use for the religious one? That one down there? Who knows? She's going. She didn't want to try it. That's all right. I'm not even halfway there. Hey, if I breathe hard, y'all just overlook it. So, I've heard it's a beautiful view from up here, though. Up here, can you tell Mound H is a mound? But you can see that one pretty good. But we figured out Mound C is in the woods. So I'm gonna walk to each end of this. Okay, and I can see where it looked like this had a moat. It goes down kind of from up here. Mound B, I'm trying to find a little mound. It's there somewhere. Probably behind that tree right there. Because from up here you really can't see it. And it's not on the other side of the road. So it looks like there's a little creek there, but it might just be fallen trees. Oh, some stinks. Like someone got pigs. I might do it. They may have. Okay, I'm gonna walk this way. And I do these for some educational purposes, some for travel purposes, but mostly I make these videos because of my Bible teachings. So anything I use, I call it part of the Fair Use Act until they change it, and you can't. Anyway, just for as teaching purposes mostly, but also for educational purposes. So, okay, I don't know. I can't tell if that's a creek down there or just... See her down there? She's waving. Hey! You're way down there. You found a shade, huh? I'll try not. She found a shade. You see that Mound C yet? Do you see Mound C yet? Goes up a little. There's some wild phlox. Those are pretty. Oh well, we can't find a Mound C, so we give up. Unless they're calling these little piles of dirt right here mound. I don't know. It's supposed to be right out in here. But where it's at, I haven't a clue. We walked all the way out to right yonder, and I don't believe, according to the map and everything else in the distance, it'd be that far. So I don't know where it's at. That's too far back, but it's the only thing I see that could even be a mound. But if that's it, they sure messed up on the mapping of it. Ain't that right, Reba? Yeah. Well, all right. We'll check back with y'all when we get to the covered bridge. I just found their borrow pits. See how that drops off? Yeah. See, they had to get the dirt from somewhere. This is where they got the dirt from. These are called borrow pits. They mentioned nothing about a borrow pit, but I know, I've seen them enough to know that's what that is. I guarantee. Well, that's cool. Because I knew they had to be here somewhere on the property. Yep, that's what that is. I don't know if in video you can tell, but there we go. I wondered where they were. Probably got more in this one. This is probably not the only one, but that's one of them anyway. All right. Well, here we are at Kohelee Creek Park Bridge, covered bridge in Hilton, Georgia. I believe that's what it's called. And I got vines growing out the side of it. And it's on a little creek, pretty little creek. If it'd been on the other side, the waterfall would have been a lot prettier because you've seen it better, but I don't know how they got into it from that side. Probably the other way. No, they sometime recently have put up bars on it because I saw some online where they had it open, but it's not here. She's dying to go fishing. Yes, tadpoles. Little tadpoles, yeah. 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 I realize they do have a lot of vandalism and stuff in places at these covered bridges, and it's really sad. Sad, actually, that they have to do something like this. That's the sad part. But why they got them in there, I have no idea. I mean, it's not like anybody's gonna ride past this fence right here. It's kind of weird. Okay. Let's try down through there. You can't really see to the other side, so it's still neat to visit these old covered bridges because they really have a history. I don't really know what the history of this one is. Oh yeah, buddy. She said I had some black gold. See those sparkles in there? Okay, we drove around to the other side of this thing, and I believe we can get a lot prettier views this way. And this is actually the side with the signs as well, so you can get a picture of the signs. Kohelee Creek Covered Bridge. According to May 2nd, 1883 minutes of the county board, it's going to inquire into the practicability of constructing a bridge. So it was built in, what, 1891? Oh wow, $490 what they paid for it. Wow. That's not what you'd pay for today. Okay, that's cool. And this tells about the bridge too. It's 121 feet at McDonald's Ford. 36 workers. Queen Post Truss. It's the southernmost covered bridge remaining in Georgia. They added concrete abutments in 1958. That's 63 years old. Concrete abutments were. All right, let's go down here and look. Uh-oh, somebody's calling me. Okay, I had to turn it off. I was getting a phone call from people bugging me about a hospital bill that the insurance was supposed to pay and didn't. In the hospital, because the hospital didn't file it right. And then they're going to bug you when you're out trying to enjoy yourself. Figures. This is really pretty out here, though. Huh? Well, yeah, you at least have some boots on. You could have got in there. If they weren't water or didn't soak up water, I mean. Oh yeah, this is pretty. This is nice. Really nice. Okay, y'all, as y'all can see, this is the Cohelee Creek Bridge in Hilton, Georgia. Y'all be blessed, be safe, have fun, be good, whatever. Just watch us some more, whatever.